table talk.
Trisha, I was adding a
Put
filter.
your phone away. What kind of filter was it?
It was an app, so they're not named.
They name them on apps, don't they? Isn't it like
app.
Vignette or?
It was like 2. It was like filter, like F2.
Filter 2.
Yeah, there was no cool name like
The awesome filter.
or Barry or whatever. Cool. I'm William Haynes.
I'm Sarah Fletcher.
You know that berry filter? Cool.
No,
Does
that
it mix up with
one.
like berries?
I
Like is it
guess
just like a
so.
bunch of
Maybe
like,
to adjust the white
Like a little
balance, so
purple.
everything's more warm.
It's
Okay.
I was using Visco Camp, whatever.
What's
but
that one?
It's just like has a whole bunch of settings, and this isn't a sponsor, but I'm
No,
just
it's not.
saying, it was cool.
You guys split pick and PixArt.
I don't have
those
one.
are baller.
I don't have
PixArt.
those.
I've just started using Fonto.
What's Fonto?
Steve turned me on to Fonto. I'm a little obsessed
When you
with
put
it.
words on things.
Yeah, it just puts words on pictures. Way easier than Photoshop.
I've never even seen him use that, but I've heard him
Really?
talk about it. Yeah.
He does a lot. I almost do all my thumbnails for my videos now with Fonto.
Oh.
All right, so we're picking topics out of a bowl, guys. If you want your topic read out loud on Table Talk, you can do that on Twitter via hashtag Table Talk or on reddit.com/r/SourceFed.
Whoa! You could get a job as the people at the end of commercials.
Okay. Or an auctioneer or the Micro Machines guy.
Yep.
You don't
they
get.
list
Do
all
you
the
know who the
I know
Micro
what an
Machines guy
auctioneer
is?
is. I don't know who that is.
Wait, you don't know who micro machines are?
Nope. See.
Will is
you'll
very
learn.
young.
See, people think it's because I'm young. I actually just don't know what anything is.
Oh, okay.
Anything that happened before 2014, I can't tell you about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I just watched the Django Unchained for the first time like 2 days
say
ago.
Django?
Yes, I did. The D is silent and present. That's just my life. I don't know
Okay.
anything.
Micro machines, mini micro. Remember you could like
Yeah.
look through them, and sometimes you'd see like a little thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I remember micro machines.
Is that when you go like this and it's another photo?
No,
Or,
no.
Like I had those.
We have one of those over on the Nerd Compound.
It's dinosaurs.
It is dinosaurs.
Is it really?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
Go, Ooh,
Is there a
dinosaur."
Myosaur dinosaur in there? That's my favorite.
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know.
The one with the like horn thing like this.
There
They
might
were
be.
really careful. They
I
cared
think
for
there
their
is.
young, whereas most dinosaurs were like, "Screw you, young," and then they would step on their eggs and stuff.
How do people know
How many of our
anything about
moms wish they
dinosaurs?
could have done
You
that?
can look at someone's bones and tell how much they cared about their children.
Yeah, I could look at your bones.
Man, if you, I want you to
Will
dig me
loves
out.
his
I
children.
could look at your bone and be like, he cares about children. Sorry,
Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Hey guys, a hunter destroyer from Reddit says, I met 2 different girls in the same week.
Woo!
I've been.
Woo!
Hey, Will.
God damn, what a week. I'm sorry.
Get ready to hootie hoo because I've been dating them both for about a month now.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
How
Oh my
long?
God.
Will can't even handle your life, Hunter Destroyer.
This man is a goddamn player, okay?
Okay, 2 women for about a month. Will can't even handle 1 woman.
Oh, and a
one
year. A year.
How long before I have to decide to choose one?
Immediately. Immediately, fool.
This is Will's advice is immediately.
I don't believe
Okay.
I could never juggle women. It would never
Well,
because
that's
they know
we weigh a lot more than you think we
they
know.
weigh a lot more. Because I'd be like, "Hey, Sarah," and she'd be like, "Have you been seeing any other women?" I'd be like, "Whoo, whoo."
There'd be
Well-
too much for you, Will.
Maybe they
Maybe too
don't know
much.
that they're. I mean, maybe they're not asking those questions. I mean, that's not something I would ask. Well, no, I'd ask that.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
asked that.
I think, from my experience, there's a point in any dating where you have to have the "is this exclusive" talk, and before the "is this exclusive" talk. No rules have been established. You can get to know other people. Now, if you want to get to know other people sexually, multiple partners at the same time
Yeah,
kind
we
of thing,
should
then
do
you have
that.
to worry about health and safety. So that's a personal choice for you to
Yeah.
decide how you'd like to do things with your body. But if you're just getting to know people and no exclusivity has been discussed, I say okay. And when you're at the point where you're like, gee, I really want to be exclusive with this girl, or one of the girls is like, hey, let's talk about if we're exclusive or not, then you got to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more questions I have before I could answer this really well. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I'd want to know, well, are you like going on a date with one girl and then getting in the other girl's bed? You know,
Right.
Are
That's
you,
sleeping with makes it a little
you know,
trickier.
is it like you went on one date one week and then the next week you went on a date with the other girl and then the following week it was
Right.
the other girl? Because, like, that seems pretty harmless.
Right.
This is
You know,
different.
are they sisters? That's another
Are they
really
sisters?
important
Or
question.
best friends. That's
Right,
usually
yeah.
not
This is the
good.
difference between dudes and chicks. It's a thing called specificity. For dudes, we're just like, is it this way or this way? All right. You guys, there are different situations of things that could happen.
I don't know. I've met a lot of dudes that don't want to ever talk about is it this way or this way. They just are fine not ever talking about it.
Yep, dudes don't talk. We don't talk about that stuff. When we're with our bros, we don't talk about that stuff. They're like, dude, you got 2 chicks? Cool. Keep doing it. Like, keep going.
Or,
here's a
don't
gold
do
star.
that.
Or, yeah, it's either whoo, or right, go for it, dude. I'm the whoo. I got most of my friends are go for it dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not enough. But I would say after a month. I mean, if it's been a lot.
It's not a month. You're getting close to the we should have the exclusive chat.
And it's also like I think if you're dating somebody, don't you know by now? Like I feel like after like a couple dates or
For
two,
a whole month?
yeah, a month, wouldn't you kind of be like,
You kind of know if you're into this person.
He probably smashed. At least one of them. I'm gonna stop saying
Wait,
smash.
oh, wait,
That's
I
it
was
with
like,
smash.
oh, okay.
I keep telling myself every day, stop saying smash.
Do you mean like,
stop saying
smash?
like,
Yeah,
oh,
oh, yeah, that's what you mean.
Would you
Okay.
smash? It's my ironic joke, but people think I mean it when I say it.
I thought
Right.
you meant like smashed at first.
No, I'm saying
he
like,
means
would you smash? Like, dude, did you smash? And then you're like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like I don't know, did you
100%
smash?
whatever this was.
That's, well, do you want me to tell you what that is?
Yes.
That's burger.
Oh,
This is a sign for in and out,
Wow.
but it also means the same sign for anal sex.
We're not In-N-Out Burger, like
Yeah, like in and out burger is this,
Yeah.
but this is the sign for anal sex without the burger.
Oh goodness, it's with a pinky, not with a.
That's just regular.
Why? Because the
Oh.
hole is small. Okay. I'm
You know.
If you're doing this and this with both of the girls, you might need to make a decision.
Yeah, you should probably. And again, for safety reasons. I don't know. Like, at what point would you guys say in your dating experience? At what point would you be like, it's time to be exclusive now? Like, what's the?
Haven't
I mean,
gotten
I
that
would go
far
on
yet.
dates with a couple people at not the same time, but like I remember one
You
time.
little
See, that's what I'm saying. It's okay to get to.
Roman trash.
Roman?
You roaming trash.
Wait, oh, roaming. I think you said Roman.
I
was
did
like,
say
oh.
that,
say
but
Roman.
I was like,
you
what's wrong with the
roaming
Roman?
piece of.
Well, I'm very exclusive now.
Now you're very
Very,
exclusive.
very
Let me
exclusive. I'm
see, you
very
got a
exclusive
Thing right
now.
there. Whoa, you got a little lint on that. Let me get that for you.
Thank you.
It shows how exclusive you thought that was.
When I was in college, when I was a young whippersnapper.
You'd smash?
We won't get into details, but
Okay.
I would say that I would go, I would date somebody, I'd go on a date with somebody, and maybe the next night I'd go on a date with somebody else, but I wasn't seeing people regularly at the same time.
Well, at what point would you decide though it's time to have the exclusive talk?
Depending on the person.
Yeah.
It really depended on the person and how serious I was, and and if I was just having fun or,
Yeah.
there's a lot of factors.
Yeah, for me, I can't get into the woo territory without exclusivity.
So when do you feel like how long is enough time before exclusive?
Again, different for different people.
Okay.
Because some people pretty soon, like, we're totally on the same page.
I have
we
met a
both
lot of
mean
women where I'm like,
business.
you ever met a woman so beautiful or a person so beautiful that you wanted to be with them for as long as they will let you?
So you mean you fall Ariana Grande in love?
Yeah, like I've
That's a
seen
waffle crapper.
I whatever that means. Yeah, I've seen.
It's a chick who's so hot that if she crapped on a waffle, you'd still eat it. That's
I'd
how
still
hot
be
she
like,
is.
I'd be like, does
The waffle
anybody?
crapper?
I'd be like, does anybody got some strawberry syrup? Because man, this didn't ruin it.
Is Ariana Grande
I
your waffle
wouldn't-
crapper?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say she would improve the waffle, but I'd say
Okay.
I still want the
You'd
waffle.
Still get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ariana Grande, if you ever see this, will you send him a
Who's
waffle?
the new
Please
girl?
send me a waffle.
Who's the new girl?
Oh, Seychelles Gabriel. Oh man, that she's one of them. Like, oh my goodness, she look.
How long would it take you to have the exclusive talk with her?
Oh man, I'd be like, hey, my name is Will. Let's get exclusive. Hey girl, let's get exclusive. That
That's
sounds
the
like my kind of like freaking like sex song, like my R&B. Girl, let's get exclusive. Oh boy.
That's
But
a good
she is
R&B
definitely
song.
I remember like I saw her like there's like this music video of her where she's just like walking around a pier and you like it's like
She's spicy.
and I was
I
like
don't know who this is.
I only know because I've seen her picture on Will's desk and computer and
you didn't have to
phone.
share that information. You didn't have to share that.
Sorry,
Trisha.
Ariana. You're still
Tattooed
there
on his
too.
chest.
You're
still
if I
there,
had to get
too.
a woman's face tattooed on my chest, it would be Seychelles.
It's a pretty nice face.
Trisha, you hit
So close.
Don't adjust this. I see how you got it. Are we moving? Did we answer that question?
I think we answered that question.
I'll do the
We need
next
more
one.
information.
Yeah.
Oh, am I gonna read it?
No.
No. Okay. Oh.
Oh,
No. No. Okay. Kimmy Poo 12 says, you're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and you choose the phone a friend lifeline. Who would you call? Drew.
Does it have to be someone you know in real life? Is my question.
Yeah, because you call like Abe Lincoln.
Right.
Hey, what's he gonna know
You never know. What if it's a question
about Abe Lincoln?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm dead. Hang up the phone. Who gave you the direct line to heaven or hell, wherever he's at?
Yeah,
Purgatory,
exactly.
maybe.
So like you can't call. Let's say you can't call anyone dead. Or do you have to really have their number?
Doesn't it depend on the question? See, I always
See, Drew's good for a lot of things. It depends on the question. Depends on the subject matter.
if it had anything to do with like the environment or survival stuff, I'd call my brother because he like lives in a yurt that he just built in the woods. And,
Really?
Yeah, and he like dumpster dives for food and he like eats roadkill.
So your brother's Bear Grylls.
Yeah, actually
Bear
my brother.
Grylls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't Bear Grylls?
I believe it's Bear Grylls.
Is it Bear Grylls?
I have no idea.
Or
Actually,
Bear. I'm gonna phone a friend and ask how you
Yeah,
pronounce
how
his
do you
name.
pronounce Bear Grylls? I actually
I
want to
said Bear
phone.
Grylls,
I want to
maybe
phone
it's
Bear Grylls himself.
Bear Grylls.
I would, if it's anything animal related, Elliot. You gotta ask him. Like,
Oh, Elliot loves animals.
Yeah, and he worked at Animal Hospital, and he's known a lot about that.
when you call different people for different stories.
Yeah.
If I wanted to know anything about food in Los Angeles, I would call Lee.
Bargain shopping.
Movies. Owen, our dear friend, editor friend, Owen knows everything about any movie that's ever
He's
happened.
good.
What about pop culture? What do you call it for pop culture?
Pop
Yourself?
culture, myself, I'll probably know it. If it happened this year or last
I would
year.
call Will if it's a pop culture question.
If you want to know something dumb that people my age have done within the past 2 years, I got you. I got you.
That's Will's specialty. I think, I don't know, I might call, I'm gonna call a professor from college.
Ooh, which one?
Yeah, I'm gonna call a professor from college. Father Daly. Because he's a genius. Him or Dr. Chap. They were both in the theology philosophy department at my college. And they're both like called to be on news shows and like political shows all the time to like give, either like the Catholic Church's official position or just to like come on and give positions and debate. And like they're those debates that you just like, tell me more. Like
ever
with
been-
popcorn.
With popcorn.
You know what?
Fascinating.
Can I have their number? Because that would be awesome. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Like we used to say, Father Daly, I'm sorry if you watch this. Please don't watch these things that I do on the internet. We used to joke around that Father Daly made a deal with the devil and like sold his soul to the devil, and that's why he's so smart. Because he's like brilliant. And we're like, no one can be that brilliant. So he must have like made a deal with the devil a long time ago.
I find selling your soul to the devil to be so funny and so enticing. If they were like,
you're gonna do it?
If I could sell my soul to the devil, he'd be like, but you'd be the funniest, most intelligent man to ever live, and I'd get to live like another 60 years. I'd be like, take my soul, devil. Take me for eternity. Hell's not that bad. He'd be like, oh, well, you're not that.
Eternity is kind of a while.
I mean, not really after the first hump. You'd be like, oh, I just got eternity left.
Just after that first hell hump, you know.
Yeah.
No.
Come on,
Like,
Will.
that-
Oh.
Way too high.
All right.
Go, gadget arm.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
Musical
You got
theater
that
guy.
I loved him. I loved him when I
This
was
is
a
a
kid.
great. This is a musical theater guy on
I love it.
Reddit.
Hi.
What's an idea you have for an invention that in reality wouldn't work? Not a very great
Oh
invention
my
then.
goodness. An invention that wouldn't really work.
In reality.
Teleportation chamber. I feel
Oh,
like that's an
yeah.
easy one where there's like a tubular chamber in my house and a tubular chamber like on the other side of the country where my family lives, and instead of having to book a very expensive flight and spend a whole day traveling, I could just get in said chamber, all my parts like break apart and travel through the atmosphere and come back together there.
Or like the Mario tubes.
Oh,
You
oh
go
yeah.
And
Yep.
like pop up somewhere else.
Where
That's
did
the
they go?
sewers. You can actually do that, but it'd be gross.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I remember specifically, I thought I was so smart because I thought that I discovered time travel. What I thought all you had to do was get in a spaceship and go
Okay.
into space, because in space, like everything's different, feels different. And I said you have to go infinity miles per hour forward, and
Of
then
course.
you go forward in time, or backwards and you go backwards in time, and that was time travel.
Wow.
I thought that's how you could
So
do
like
it.
once you get up into space, there's a time highway.
There's
you can
no,
just go
it's
forward
just
or
like,
backward.
Like I for some reason in my head I didn't have words for it, but the particles were so fragile that you could move through time.
Okay.
When you had this realization, were you like,
Yes.
were
yes.
you were like, I gotta write this down?
Yeah, I imagined that I would give talks as a little kid to adults house and rooms about, and all I do is point to like 3 things on the board, like it's this, this, and this, and that's it. Give me money, and then that was all I thought it was it.
Did you need a flux capacitor?
I wouldn't have known what that was yet. Yes.
Okay.
That movie with that guy in it. Great Scott.
I would
There you go.
I don't know, but there was an okay. When I was a kid, we had to bring in like an invention to class, like it was like part of this thing that we were doing. And I remember I brought in some stupid thing, and this kid after me, who was the kid that would also bring like the JCPenney catalogs and look at the bra section. He would bring them to school, but he's
a
Things
rebel,
are
that
different
kid.
now.
This is right. Yeah, exactly. There was no internet then, but he brought in this like jewelry box, the little like cardboard ones, and he cut out all these jagged edges, and he was like, "This is my scratch and sniff." And everybody was like, "This is like a 3rd grade class, so like obviously we all think this is hilarious." He's like, you scratch and you sniff, and I was like, "Oh, I can't even believe this." I'm not even joking. This was this kid running as his invention in 3rd grade.
Wait, so it's like, this is the way I smell my balls, is what he was saying.
Yes.
What an invention,
Well, in 3rd grade,
sir.
I mean,
Kudos to you.
in about 4 or 5 years, he'd start smelling a lot worse than then, but that's still pretty bad.
I mean, like, I just don't think it would really work. I mean, how much scent is gonna get stuck
How
on them?
old were you when this happened?
3rd grade?
I was in 3rd. Well, no, wait. It was Mrs.
Third
Fisher.
grade
It was
is
Mrs.
8 years
Fisher.
old.
It was Mrs. Fisher's class, so it was 5th grade.
So 10 years old.
I was 10. I was 10 at the time.
Uh,
That would explain the JCPenney catalog bra sections that he would bring to class. He'd cut them out and put them on a
And
piece
you know
of, like,
what? I was
construction
gonna try to
paper.
excuse the smelling my balls thing. Like, if you're really little, like, you've seen little kids be like, put their finger like in their butt and then be like,
No.
"Oh, it smells funny."
No, never
Little
once.
kids
Yeah,
though.
little
I'm
kids.
talking about
Never
like
once.
Or they put something in their diaper. Or they put something in their
5-year-olds
diaper. Like my brother used to put
Yeah.
cars in his diaper. Not big cars, but little
Right,
ones.
I can excuse that. Sir, you are 10. You are very close to being a teenager, and you're making a box with which to trap your no-no zone smell and then sniff it.
Here's the thing, too. Is like, do you think he went to his mom and was like, "Hey, Mom, what are you doing with that leftover jewelry box? I got my invention." And she was like, "Sure, son." And then he was like, just like cut out jagged
See,
pieces.
Why would you want to put jagged stuff down there too?
I don't know. It looked like alligator
that's
teeth.
why I can't have kids, because I go full-on stalker to my kids. They never do any of that stuff. I would be Nick Fury and the Avengers to my kids.
Oh, no.
Like, I would know that they were going to do something before they would do it, and I'd be there to push them down the stairs before they can do it.
Why you like?
Hey, if my kid was going to
name
put his
them?
finger in his butt, I'd push him right down the stairs.
Kids put their fingers in their butt. That's not if they're gonna put
Not
their
mine.
fingers in their butt.
Not James
They're
Haynes.
going to. James Haynes is gonna stick his finger.
Not Tins and Haynes.
Right?
I'd be like, whoop.
Where's those stairs? Boom.
Oh, and I gotta have to take them all the way to the stairs. I can't make it look like an accident. Yeah.
It's funny when I hear my friends that have kids like talk about the crazy things their kids do, because it is stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And
Like,
you want this in your life?
I think it's hilarious.
I think that there's a
it's
lot of
amazing.
entertainment that comes with children.
I'm talking to like my one friend on the phone, and she's like, "Oh yeah," and then yesterday, Preston, don't rub that lotion all over your belly. Give me that. And I'm like, what?
It's because they're trying to figure it out.
Right.
You better hope you're lucky enough to have a kid like me who like gets it. I watch other kids fail, and I'm like, oh, not gonna make that mistake. I'm only till now when I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try out that dumb stuff.
Now you're adventurous.
Yeah, because I can. It's my own fault if I do these things. No one's gonna get mad at me but me or the cops.
So what's next for adventurous William Haynes?
Ooh, you'll have to
You
see.
gonna go skydiving?
Absolutely not.
Well, William Haynes did go in the ocean for the first time
I
recently.
did. That was so much fun. It took me 20 years. Was I 20 or 21 then? I think I was 20.
You were
at the
20.
time.
It was right before your
Yeah,
birthday.
it was right before my birthday. I got in the ocean for the first time. Me and Steve were like this. But it was the funnest. At the time, it was very scary. But afterwards, I was like, that was
Once
fun.
you got in, you were good.
Yeah.
He was real scared.
Did you go
like,
all the way under? Did
Up
you go-
until
Yeah,
like his,
yeah.
up until he was in past his waist, he was terrified.
Yeah. It was because, like.
Once you got in past your waist, though, you were okay.
And it's like half the companies in the ocean with me, too. And they're all like, jump,
we had
jump.
beach day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was
We're
was
like,
fun.
come on, Will. That's what I was like. When a big wave comes, because you just stand there and like,
Yeah.
hit him.
And you gotta go like throw
Yeah,
yourself
I'm like,
into
Will,
him.
when a big
Yeah.
wave comes, you gotta jump. Ready? Here it comes. Hold it. Jump.
And I
We're all
was
trying
always
to, like,
too late or
coach him
too
through
early.
it.
Yeah.
You just get backslapped.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and he was jumping, holding on to Steve, and Steve was so scared he was pushing Will down
Yes,
to hold
he
himself
would.
up.
There's no no jellyfish out here, so like you're not gonna get.
No,
some-
yeah, there's no
none of
jellies
that.
out here.
There-
No.
I did get caught
Sharks,
in like some
but no
seaweed.
jellies.
Not a ton of sharks though. Like especially like inland. There's not.
I want to ride a dolphin. Where can I get a dolphin at?
Where?
Well, yeah, there's dolphins in that water,
At the
right?
pet store.
At the pet
Yeah,
store.
just go pick up
Here
a
we have the
dolphin.
dolphin for $15,000, or how much?
Go to SeaWorld.
be a
They're
lot.
just like getting rid of their. I mean, if you saw blackfish, they're just like, eh.
Yeah.
We're like,
I
nah.
can't.
Like,
Ever
hey, you
since
want
I
this,
saw Blackfish,
Flipper
I can't.
17.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't either. I can't either. All right.
I've never been, and I don't think I ever will be.
Oh, you've never been ever.
I
As
haven't
a
been
kid.
there ever.
Are you scared of marine animals?
No, I'm fine with them as long as I'm not touching them. Raina's the one that can't even look at them.
Really?
Yeah, she can't deal with
Oh, new strategy happening here.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do something else. Wait, let me just get my trajectory.
Sarah, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna make it. You'll never.
Wow.
We're gonna let you do that again.
Will, you're a horrible coach.
I think I just learned something about you. I thought you would be the kind that'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna beat the system. You're so good. You can do it. You can do it. You're so well.
Do you see my eyes?
You're good.
She's got
they're
crazy
big
eyes.
And a color.
Okay. You got this.
Oh, gosh!
Too high, but good. On the right trajectory. Will, did you pick one yet, baby?
No. Yes. Did I?
What do we?
Did you fling one?
I did invention.
Yes, I did, and it went way too far.
Okay.
Or was that earlier? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Okay, so lightning round, guys.
Lightning
Lightning
round.
Lightning round. So just answer the first thing that comes into your head. Madeline Harrington at Vacuum Sucks says, if you could marry a person's voice, whose would you marry? Benedict Cumberbatch, easy.
Oh yeah.
I'd marry his voice so hard.
Wow. How hard would you marry it? Like,
Real hard.
If
Like, we would get exclusive on the first date, me and his voice.
you made him say exclusive.
Yeah.
There's this recording of him on YouTube reciting that poem. It's like my heart aches of drowsiness.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is.
I can still hear the school children play outside at their usual
Yeah, you'd
10:30.
marry his voice, too.
I marry his voice too.
wow.
I don't know whose voice. Singing voice, Ariana Grande is. So she got a really good
Okay,
singing voice.
marry Ariana's voice.
No one's voice can go that high. And then of course H.L. Gabriel, because she is a voice actress and she does a very good voice on Avatar: Legend of Korra. But you know.
Okay. Whose voice would you marry?
Whose voice
I mean,
would you
jokingly,
smash?
I was gonna say Miss Piggy, but I'm not gonna marry
Oh
Miss Piggy's voice.
no! Kermit the Frog is
Maybe,
adorable though.
yeah. Or like maybe like Beaker.
Can you
Be
imagine
hilarious.
being in a marital? Can you be in a marital argument with Kermit? You'd be like,
Or
Kermit,
Beaker.
you just aren't there for me, Kermit. Well, you know.
Right.
Could you really get mad at him? That's the question.
I'm like,
I feel
Kermit.
like or the Swedish Chef. The Swedish Chef. Oh, I want to marry the Swedish Chef's voice.
Some point in
The
your
Swedish Chef's voice.
You would get so frustrated so quickly.
birdie,
Yeah, funny while you're getting along, but I agree with Will.
some
Marital
point-
disagreement.
I want to see you do a sketch with Kermit the Frog where you're married to him and you're mad at him,
Okay.
Sarah. I want you to do that.
Kermit, you didn't take out the trash again. I ask you to. How many times do I have to ask you to unload the dishwasher, Kermit?
Well, you know, my arms are really small because I'm a puppet.
Kermit, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Kermit. Excuses. I've asked you for 3 days.
I'm going to my mother's house and not coming back. I don't know how to Kermit talk.
I don't know how to Kermit talk either.
Does he have a
It's
mother
not
that he
easy
goes
being
to?
green.
Yeah, it ain't easy being.
See,
green.
Swedish Chef, I don't know. You'd be like, hardy, 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 hardy. You just deflect any,
Does he say words other than that? No.
No, that's what he said.
Is that
Put the
racist?
fish into her, into fish.
Oh, so close again. Sorry, Luke. I hit Luke, but I was
Really?
so close. I'm gonna get there, guys. I believe it. I am. So whose voice would you marry? Let us know down in the comments section.
Or do you have any crappy inventions that don't work?
Or crappy inventions are also
Or other question that I read that I forgot what it
scratch
was.
and sniff box, man. It reminds me of my friends who have kids and like the funny stuff that they tell me that their kids do.
I just picture it. It's burned in my mind forever.
Ooh,
In front of the class. Mrs. Fisher's class.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Fisher.
Yeah, we're all sorry, Mrs. Fisher.
We're all adults now. I'm sure he's a lovely man with kids.
You know he still does it.
He probably does. He probably still has it. He gets it out. It's all like yellowed cardboard.
Well, let's try to look at the nice side of things. Maybe he now has great hygiene in that area.